Hi guys, how's it going? I'm on a jungle safari today. Wow, the safari trucks are going right under us. We're on this really cool bridge, but we're still waiting so we get to look out the window. This is so cool. They got these shutters. There's one truck right below us, 3 trucks up ahead. Uh-oh, our driver lost her truck. Looks like we're gonna have to walk the safari.
Welcome aboard. Make sure we're signing all the way to the left to get settled into those final seats here. Once we're on the move, we will not be able to switch those around, so make sure you're nice and comfy in your spots. Inside, there's another one of those saddle belt shirts. We do typically find them on their own or in mated pairs, so it seems like we're seeing a mated pair here. Those to the left-hand side. Black rhinos are the smallest of the African rhino species, weighing about 3,000 pounds. They're pretty solitary, so it's usually common to only find one of them in an area. Named the ghost of the forest because of the stripes on their backs. They're able to blend in really well with the trees. And unlike the kudus, both male and female bongos have those horns. They're mainly going to use them. And an adult hippo can actually weigh as much as a car. This is why it's so great that their ears, eyes, and nostrils are at the top of their heads. And they really only need to poke their head out of the water every 8 minutes or so, because that's about how long they can hold their breath for. Chain reaction, so one hippo wheeze honks, another will wheeze honk back, and so on. 15 feet long, make sure we're all the way seated, my friends. Thank you. Over to the right-hand side, this tree here is the baobab tree. Roots in the air. Large group, sometimes up to 1.5 million of them. They're actually the second most densely populated mammal. Wildebeests are also known as the news. The larger animals like elephants are going to use them as a scratching post. Once those elephants and other large animals scratch on them enough, the termite mounds are going to get shorter and shorter. Over to the right-hand side, we can see some of these Ankoli cattle with these really large horns. Now those horns may look really heavy, but they're made of a honeycomb-like structure. So the cattle can circulate blood through the horns in order to cool themselves down. Domesticated animals on the reserve. Now if you look at the wildebeest's heads, You'll notice that their eyes are placed more towards the top and slightly off to the sides of their heads, which is really great for them because, as you can see, these animals like to eat grass. So when their faces are down and they're eating, that eye placement allows them to still get a really good range of view, so they can still have an idea of what's going on around them, even when their heads are down. Now for those elephants, we can normally take a guess on whether they're males or females based on the groups that they're found in. Looks like it's just the one here, so most likely this is a male elephant. And it looks like as we get to the bottom of the bridge here, we're going to start to see some tusk marks here. Elephants really like to eat red clay. It serves as a mineral for them. So the same way that we take a daily vitamin, the elephants might come on down to the red clay to get their nutrients. And it does look like we might see some more elephants up ahead here. And one of the easiest ways for all of us to do our part is by recycling old devices. So whether that's cell phones, tablets, laptops, anything like that contains a mineral called coltan. Coltan mining is what causes a lot of elephants to lose their habitat. So by recycling the devices, they can reuse the coltan, which means there won't be the need to mine for as much. And that can really make a difference for the elephants and their habitats. They're going to do the same thing with water when they're trying to hydrate. And elephants are going to use their trunks to pick up dirt or mud that they'll then fling onto their heads and their backs. It's going to work like a natural sunscreen for them, helps protect their skin. These elephants do have pretty sensitive skin. But down to the left-hand side are some of these greater flamingos. They are the largest and the lightest pink of all the flamingos. And they're going to get that gorgeous coloring from their diet. They eat lots of shrimp that contains beta-carotene. That's why younger flamingos are more gray than pink. They just haven't eaten enough of that shrimp yet. And if you look down at their legs, the joint that we can see is actually their ankle. Their knees are tucked much higher up under their feathers, where we really aren't able to see them. And a group of flamingos is known as a flamboyance. So we'll keep an eye out there. That sun is not going to help us today, though. Looks like over to the right-hand side, we are seeing some water bucks here. Water bucks are going to drink so much water during the day that they can almost always be found by a permanent source of it. But I think we'll see the water bucks again on the other side here. I want to see if there's anything in the front corner of the Kobe rocks here. It's looking pretty quiet. They might be resting somewhere we aren't able to see them, so let's keep rolling. But now we're crossing into the Warden's post here. This is where our Warden's been staying late. They've been building a beehive fence. That's going to be this structure in the front yard here with that yellow hanging triangle. Beehive fences are a product of the Elephant and Bees Project. So there were farmers in Africa who were having some problems with elephants stomping on and eating their crops. So they wanted to find a solution to protect both the crops as well as the elephants from any possible retaliation from angry farmers. So they teamed up with the Disney Conservation Fund, and right here on this reserve, we were able to learn that elephants are afraid of bees.
I think it was too late for the safari. There's hardly no animals. I didn't see any giraffes, I didn't see any lions, I didn't see any zebras. You gotta come early if you want to see a lot of animals, because by this time they're super tired, they're just crashing, sleeping. Oh wow, there's a lookout way in the distance. Here's the river. It's not really moving much, pretty much still water, but it looks beautiful. This is like a boardwalk, and it's like an incline. You're really going uphill. It's pretty cool. I like it. Made it to Pandora. Look how beautiful. There's a lot of sounds of wildlife. I'm hanging out with Eva and our friend Helen. We are entering Satuli. This is a restaurant, quick service restaurant. Gonna have some dinner here. Looking forward to it. Kind of like a museum, the way they have everything set up. Very beautiful. This is where you order at Satuli Canteen. It's a pretty cool quick service place. I like it. Looks pretty cool. Helen, how is it?
It's delicious.
It's really good?
Mm-hmm.
Did you try yours yet?
Oh yeah, it's good as always.
It's really good? Yum. I'm gonna try a bao bun now. These are cheeseburger bao buns.
For like this stuff, I saw that they look very...
Everything is really good. Really good. Yum, yum, yum. Here's the laboratory, a flight of passage. We just made it in here. We're gonna ride this tonight. Wow, look at that. There's an avatar floating in water over there. It's a Navi. He's pretty tall. Wow. It's pretty awesome. Wow, I didn't think I was gonna be able to ride this tonight because it gets so packed. But it's been like 15 minutes we've been able to get to this far. We walked a lot and there's still like a while to go. And there's a Banshee, that's what we're gonna ride on. We made it onto the ramp. We still gotta wait a little bit longer.
Over a generation ago, this enormous company called the RDA created a lot of damage to the area through their bad mining practices and conflicts with the Na'vi.
Alright, we're getting closer. Closer and closer. Oh, this is exciting.
Alright, go ahead and sit. Stand on your numbers.
Thank you.
Get your glasses.
Great,
Number
you've all
13.
made it. Before we send you to the link chamber, let's watch this piece by Dr. Ogden, who runs the program.
Welcome, everyone. I'm Dr. Jackie Ogden from the Pandora Conservation Initiative.
Wow, guys, that was really amazing. You have 3D glasses on, and then you're like flying, you're in a total, you're in one of those motion machines, whatever you call those, up and down and everything, flying everywhere. It feels like if you're riding a horse, you know how when it stops, you feel that, you feel when it goes up or whatever, if like it was going up a hill or something. It's really cool. It's so fun. It was so fun. Feels like we're in Star Wars land right now. So weird. Yeah, kind of like a spaceship for some reason. Very cool. This is where you let out, right into the jungle. Ooh, it's cold tonight. Ooh, it's going down on 5-0 tonight. Wow, it feels really cold. I didn't bring my jacket. I didn't know it was gonna be cold tonight. I had no idea, I should have checked. They have the black light effect on the ground. The park is closed. We were like the last batch that was able to get on the ride. This is the brighter area where they do have some lighting on this path. If you take some of these paths over here, they're really dark and all you see is the ground. That might be the wildebeest we saw on the safari. They have them here at the store. Walking through. This part is so orangey looking and this one is so blue over here. Oh, there's the giraffe we didn't see. We didn't see any zebras. Didn't see any of these guys. I like this shirt, it's cool. Walt Disney World. There's not that many people left in the park. But the Tree of Life is lit up. Looks really cool. Hey, I see a toucan. Very cool. Well, I guess it's time to go. There's the exit. That way. Here comes the parking lot tram. All right, we get to do another ride. Nothing like the parking lot tram to end the night. It's just one extra ride before you go home. All right, let's see if I get to have this view or somebody's gonna sit right here. If they do, I'll just film this way like this.
For your safety, remain seated with the doors closed, keeping your hands, arms, feet, and legs inside while the tram is moving. And supervise your children. Thank you.
Para su seguridad, favor de permanecer sentados, con las puertas cerradas, manteniendo sus manos, brazos, pies y piernas adentro, mientras el tranvía está en movimiento. Y dividen a sus niños. Gracias.
Oh man, myself all the way in the back and a wonderful driver all the way in the front. We haven't had a wild time at Animal Kingdom today. Pretty good to leave and follow the big white carrots and on the ground. They're going to take you up to our one and only exit. And as a reminder, our speed limit is 15 miles per hour. If you're heading out to another park, then good news.
right, first stop. There they go. Great end to the night. All right, guys. See you next time.